Schloss Neuschwanstein means Neuschwanstein Castle. It's a long-standing wonder and landmark on a rugged hill rising majestically above the village Hohenschwangau in the southwest Bavaria of Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle was built in the 19th century by the desires of Ludwig II of Bavaria. Interestingly, at a time when castles were no longer needed for defense of land or strategic purposes. Its construction was commissioned as a retreat in honor of Richard Wagner, the famous German composer, theater director, polemicist, and conductor, who is internationally known for his operas. Ludwig II ascended to the throne in 1864 at the age of 18. 2 years later, Bavaria and Austria fought a war against Prussia. It lasted only a matter of weeks, in which they lost. However, in the Franco-Prussian War of 1870, Bavaria sided with Prussia in their successful war against France. Despite Ludwig's reluctance to support the unification of Germany, Bavaria and 21 other monarchies became part of the new German Empire. Ludwig increasingly withdrew from day-to-day affairs of state in favor of extravagant artistic and architectural projects, spending all of his own private royal revenues to fund the endeavors. Neuschwanstein Castle is tremendous. It's approximately 6,039 square meters or 65,000 square feet. To relate, the royal suite of the Burj Al Arab that cost $28,000 a night could fit inside Neuschwanstein Castle 7.74 times. The tallest tower of the castle, it reaches 65 meters, 213 feet in the air. And when it was designed and then built, the castle was supposed to have over 200 rooms. But only about a dozen of the rooms were finished before funding for the project was cut. Interestingly, only 14 rooms are currently finished. Neuschwanstein stands on the site of two smaller castles, the ruins of which were cleared away in 1868. The foundation stone was laid September of 1869, and the entire project was expected to be completed within 3 years. However, only the gateway building was inhabitable by 1873. With its towers, turrets, frescoes, and throne hall, Schloss Neuschwanstein resembles a fairy tale castle with its white limestone facade and deep blue turrets. Interestingly, it's commonly believed to be the real-life inspiration for the castle in the Disney classic Cinderella. Outside of cartoons, Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland is also said to be inspired by Neuschwanstein Castle. Before Walt Disney started construction on his California theme park, he and his wife vacationed to Europe, and they visited Neuschwanstein. The Orange County Register interviewed representatives from Disney and reported that the historic German castle did truly inspire the creation of Sleeping Beauty's fairy tale palace. Neuschwanstein was originally called New Hohenschwangau, as it was meant to be a grand recreation Hohenschwangau Castle where Ludwig II spent his childhood. The older Schloss Hohenschwangau now sits in Neuschwanstein's magnificent shadow. The current name for the castle is thought to be a reference to Wagner's character, the Swan Knight, and it did not officially obtain this name until after Ludwig II's death in 1886. Ludwig II never saw the final Neuschwanstein, according to Bavarian Castle administration. He passed away in 1886, and the final towers weren't complete until 1892. Within weeks of his mysterious passing, the castle was opened to the public, and it quickly became one of the region's most sought-after attractions. Getting there is a bit of a journey. It's approximately 2 hours away from Munich by car, and if you take the train, it will only get you part way, at which point you'll need to transfer to a local bus to complete your journey. You'll have to first stop in Hohenschwangau, and then you may either travel by shuttle bus or by horse-drawn carriage. Alternatively, you could always walk. It's about 40 minutes uphill. Most people wait for the ride. Believe it or not, photography is not permitted inside the castle's walls. So when you're there, put down the cell phone. Embrace the experience. Absorb the sights, the smells, the feel. It'll be something that you carry with you for the rest of your life. These are Interesting Things with JC.